everyone, welcome back to the garden. We are almost to summer and there are tons of garden projects going on, tons of stuff going on with the Parterre, but today we are transplanting our Golden Falls Redbud.
So we have loved this redbud in this spot. It gets beautiful purple blooms in the spring and gives us this bright chartreuse leaf color. But we are making way for the brand new Parterre garden, and so we've got to find a new home for this guy. So we're going to be digging this up and actually taking it over to the Union Garden, where we have quite a number of hostas planted in our shade side of the bed. And what we are learning is that that area gets a little bit more sun than we actually thought originally, especially the higher up you go in height. And so we're gonna be taking out one of those hostas and moving it somewhere else in the garden, and we're gonna be popping this beautiful red bud over in that area.
I know it's sad to take out any of the hostas in that space because the collection is looking so beautiful. Everybody loves them. We obviously love them, but I will say we are looking for some more variation in color and height in that space. And several of the hostas that we started with are sort of similar and they're right next to each other. So it doesn't feel like we're really losing anything by adding this red bud in right next to those beautiful silvery blue hostas. It's gonna give us that variation and interest that we're looking for.
And we always try to keep any blooms in the Union Garden somewhere along that spectrum of purple. And this is gonna do that for us. And we don't really have anything over there that blooms early spring.
Nope, we sure don't, because the hostas are just starting to get into bloom. So you'll see they're looking really beautiful right now. And we have a really great place to put this hosta that we're gonna move. We're gonna take it out front under the oak tree and it's gonna look so pretty there.
So I think what we're gonna do first is head out to the oak tree and find a couple of spots where we could divide this hosta up and pop it in the ground. Then we'll dig the hosta, transplant that, and then we'll finish up by digging the redbud. And the reason we're doing that is it is hot here. We're not into the full heat of summer yet, but it is hot. So whenever you're transplanting something, you wanna make sure that you've got the hole ready so you can dig it up, move it along, and put it right there in its new home.
All right, let's get started. So we're in the oak tree garden right now, looking for a place to divide this Empress Wu hosta and sort of put it in two different areas. And this area has really become sort of a collection of really pretty things for a more woodland style shade garden. And so we have hostas here already. We've popped some geraniums in here recently that are giving us some nice color. You can see these beautiful eclipse hydrangeas, which we love. And I think that this area right here would be a really great spot for at least part of this Empress Wu hosta. You guys know the wingspan on this hosta is like 4 to 5 feet wide. And I think in this spot, it's gonna be super happy. So it might actually touch our neighbor's driveway, which would be really pretty. So I'm gonna try to divide it. We're gonna put one piece here. And then I think right around the corner would be another great spot for another part of it. It's got that silvery color. And so I think it'll look really nice contrasting against this tree with the eclipse hydrangea and sort of everything in this area. So I'm gonna get this little hosta transplanted just to my left, and then we're gonna pop that in right here. Before we get started transplanting, I did wanna mention that we are out of biotone, and I know you guys know that we like to use biotone anytime we're transplanting or planting anything in our garden, but we are out of it and we do have plant tone. Plant tone still has that mycorrhizae and biotone mixture in it, so we're gonna put that in the hole in the place of biotone today, and then we'll get some more biotone for later. So now we've got that transplanted, I'm gonna dig a slightly larger hole than we've got there for the Empress Wu, because I know when that comes out of the ground, it's gonna have quite the root ball on it. Like I said, we're gonna divide that, so I'm gonna dig another hole a little farther down.
We are here in the Union Garden now, and as you can see, this hosta is massive, and the blooms on it right now are just beautiful.
They're really pretty. They have that soft purple color. You can see there's a bumblebee just really enjoying it right now. And I am sad to move it from this spot, but it has gotten really, really big, and it's sort of shading all of the stuff that we have under it. We have some really pretty heuchera underneath it. We have some pineapple lilies. There's some pulmonaria. And so I think moving this is actually going to open up this area, allow us to collect a few more things. Like we said, add some height here with the redbud, and we'll have that beautiful color and those gorgeous blooms out front under the oak tree.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna dig this up, carry it out to the front yard so we have some space, and once we get out there, we're gonna try to divide this. And we are definitely gonna be able to get 2 plants out of this. We might be able to get even more and maybe share with our neighbors.
All right, let's get this out of the ground. All right, so we have wrestled this hosta out of the ground, and we got a really good root ball on it, so I'm really proud of that. But you guys can see here, we probably have at least 3 plants, if not more than that.
Definitely.
And it's not the best time of year to divide a hosta. You should really do this as soon as you start seeing eyes, before all the leaves come out. We're probably gonna mangle this a little bit, but I think it's gonna be too heavy to carry out front.
Yeah.
So I think that we're gonna try to divide it right here, since we can really see where the different plants are, and it'll make it a little bit easier. And then once we divide it, we can carry each piece out front in a way that doesn't mangle the plant.
If you're not familiar with dividing a hosta, all we're gonna be doing is chopping the root ball apart. And so we might lose a few leaves here and there, but it will recover hopefully. And by next spring, you'll never even know that we touched it. And then in a few more years, we'll be able to divide it again.
Yes, this was a little overgrown. So I'm happy now actually seeing it, that we're gonna get it out of this space and get something fresh in here, and then share this wealth with the rest of the garden.
Yep.
All right, let's do it. Well, I'm gonna get my shovel out here, just wrestle that out. And now that I can see everything super clearly, I can sort of see that we've got one big plant coming off here. There's a huge plant coming off right here, and then one giant one coming off here. So really all I'm gonna try to do is stick my shovel right in here. If you have a smaller tool or like a small shovel that's really sharp, this would be a great time for it. But we're just gonna do this with the shovel and sort of be careful doing it, and then sort of divide this in half, and then I can't even really see the other side, and I'm assuming that there's more plants over there, but we're just gonna go for 3 right now and see where we get. Here we go. Start here. Careful not to go right into one of the plants. Got a happy worm in there. Okay, that one plant coming.
Gosh.
Oh my gosh, it's the middle of it. Let's just go for 2 right now, actually, instead of 3. Okay. All right, here's one. It's actually perfect. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Okay. Probably some of it that won't make it. Look, there's so many slugs on it. Okay, honey, do you want to grab this and take it?
Could I?
I think you can. Just like bear hug it. There you go.
Lots of slugs.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh my God, it's so heavy.
Awesome. All right, so I'm getting this watered in, and this is what I like to call instant impact. This, just half of that Empress Wu hosta, still probably has 3 to 4 plants inside of it. And I would say that we are towards 3 to 4 feet off of the ground as well. So I don't know that the original space that we had sort of planned for the other piece of it is gonna work. So I think we're gonna have to find another spot. But I'm getting this all watered in, making sure that we hold that root ball down because it's a really big root ball, and that it's super happy in the spot. Hostas love a lot of water. Okay, so that feels nice and watered in. We're gonna find another spot for the other half. Okay, so we are just on the other side of the tree for context, and this spot here, we just transplanted a Scentlandia that we had dug up from somewhere that had spread, and I think I'm gonna pop this out because it's really not gonna fill in and give us the instant impact I think that we will get with the hosta. So I think this space right here, sort of hugging this tree, softening the oak tree, will look really pretty. We do have some more other hostas here, some bear's breeches and things that it'll sort of intermingle with and be really pretty, but I think we can move this Scentlandia, get impact with that somewhere else, and then put our hosta right here. So I'm gonna dig this up. There we go.
Nice.
So I'm gonna start with my auger, get a really nice hole here that's deep, and then we're gonna dig that out wide because as you guys saw, the root ball ended up being really wide and sort of shallow. So I think this will be a good start, and then we'll come in with the shovel. Actually, I think that's perfect. Whoa, almost perfect. Okay, so we've got our Empress Wu in place, and this one we had to throw a little compost around because it was a little bit bigger root ball, but it's all watered in and it should be doing great. But we do have a Diamond Lake hosta here that is that same silver color. It does have a really wavy edge, and I think that's really pretty, but I don't love that these are sort of blending into each other. I want to give Diamond Lake its own little moment. So I'm going to move these to a place where we don't have any silver so far, and then we'll have that silver balance all around this oak tree. Okay, now that our game of musical plants is over, we've got all of our hostas and our Itea back in the ground, and everything's looking really balanced and beautiful. Now we can move on to the Redbud.
So we have our hole dug in the Union Garden for this beautiful tree here. It actually wasn't that big of a deal because the root ball on the hosta was so big. We just needed to dig down a little bit more. But before we move this, I want to talk a little bit about the Golden Falls Redbud. So if you're not familiar with this is obviously a weeping variety of Redbud. There are many different varieties of Redbud, as we've shared before on our channel. And we love the weeping variety because you can kind of tuck them into tight spaces And while this can get quite large, you can also trim on it to keep it sized to the area that you have. During the spring, this will have beautiful purple blooms all the way down the stem here. And then during the season, of course, you get this really nice chartreuse pop. So we're gonna dig this up and pop it over in the Union Garden. But a couple things that we like to do when we're transplanting trees is, number one, you wanna make sure that you get a really, really good root ball. You wanna give this as much of a chance of surviving as possible. Of course, we also usually put biotone starter fertilizer in the hole. As Brian mentioned earlier, we are out of that, so we're gonna be adding some plant tone. And then sometimes we also come along later with Super Thrive, which is a liquid fertilizer that you'll mix up with water based on the plant. And all this does is help the roots get more nutrients and kind of establish themselves very quickly. So with those three things, I think this tree is going to be very happy over there. There's also an irrigation tube that runs right by where we're going to be planting this. So I'll pop a couple of emitters in there. And so every day when our drip runs, this will get watered. So with that, I think we can dig up this tree.
All right, so we've got our redbud transplanted, all of our hostas settled in place, and I am really happy with this redbud in this spot.
It looks so good. I was very hesitant of even putting it in this spot when we started discussing it, but now I'm realizing it's really picking up the chartreuse and some of the other hostas, and it really just gives this garden on this side some height. And now we've got all this area where I'm standing to plant more stuff.
It's so interesting, and I think it's gonna really pull you back into the back of the Union Garden, which I think was something that was also really needed. It's like some little secret that exists back here that you wanna go check out.
And now we got something on this side that's gonna bloom in the spring too.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure that you subscribe to our channel so you can get all of our gardening content all season long.
For now, from our garden to yours, we'll see you soon.
Bye guys.